Oh my god, I have an awkward story one time that actually happened to me a bit recently. There was a show, or like, I went to an area, right? And I went with my mom and dad. And there was an area where they were like showcasing cars. I don't drive, but I like looking at, you know, like the new car smell. You know what I mean? Like you see a new car and then you see inside of the new car and you're like, whoa, everything is so padded. And it has like that specific smell. I really like it. So my parents went there for another like reason. So I was wandering around. I saw this car area and I was like, oh, a new car. So then I was looking into the car and then I asked the guy because I'm curious, you know, I've never asked how much stuff like that cost because I don't have a driver's license. So I never really needed to know that much. But I was like, hey, sorry, like which, is this the newest one? And then the guy looked at me, like side-eyed me and ignored me. Give me back my hair. I'm telling you, crazy. I'm gonna bald myself from this story. I'm like, hey, excuse me, is this car the new one? He looked at me and then he ignored me. And I was like, oh, maybe he's waiting on a client, right? I was like, okay, he's waiting on a client. And then I wait, like I'm looking at the cars and stuff. I look, he's not doing anything. He's just standing there. I was like, oh, okay. So then I asked another guy and I was like, oh, is this the newest car? And he's like, oh yeah, that is the newest car. I was like, oh, so what does it have? It's like, oh, these are the features and this is what they have, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Can I know like the prices of them? I've never bought a car before. So I want to know like how much they cost and, you know, for curiosity. And they're like, oh, I can take the papers. So he went back and he got like a whole like a list of like, I guess the type of cars and the price and like plans and stuff. I'm just curious. I mean, it is my fault. Like I'm not there to buy. I'm there to learn, you know? And he gave it to me. And then this guy was like, oh, we can like show you different cars if you want, but I have like a client soon. So this guy can help you. And he showed me to the guy that ignored me. I was like, oh, I have a client soon, so like you can talk to this guy. And now it's me and him again, right? And I'm like, okay. So then now he can't ignore me. And I have like this sheet of paper in front of him. And I'm like, I was like, so I heard that there's like this feature in this car. Is there any safety features? And this guy's just like, fastest response is just like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, what are the safety features? And he's like, the usual. I was like, well, fuck me. I don't know what to ask. Like, what? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is the usual? You know, like a bag? Like, what? I was like, oh, the guy told me that this has like a system built. And he's like, yeah, it's there. And he points to like, there's like this big TV inside the car, like an LCD, the monitor in the car. He points at it and he's like, it's over there. And I was like, oh, can I look inside? And he's like, yeah. So then I entered the car and I was like really awkward. At that point, I was already like, I just want to get out of the conversation. But now I feel really awkward. And then my dad came. So my dad was there for business. So he's dressed really well. Like he's looking really nice. And he's like a finely aged gentleman, right? My dad came and I got out of the car and he's like, oh, there you are, Michi. You were looking at this car? And I was like, kind of. And I didn't know anything. And he's like, what? Do you like it? And I was like, did you know that the car had an LCD? I was like, oh, the car has a monitor and the safety system is like every other car. And he's like, wow, good job. Like, you know when your dad looks at you and it's like, I'm like, look, Dad, it's a ball. The ball is shaped like a ball and it has air in the ball and it bounces, see? And your dad is like, good job. It's like, I'm just pointing the obvious. And then the guy saw my dad and the guy came and he was like, oh yeah, is this like something you guys were looking for? Like, this is a really good like he starts yapping. He's like, this is a good family car. A good, like, there's like a 4-seater car, but you can actually move the back, blah, blah, blah. And like, the back of the car can do shit. And then he starts talking to my dad. And the whole time my dad's like, he would go to me and he's like, oh, did you like that? And I was like, huh, I maybe. And he's like, oh, what do you want to know? I was like, oh, how do you... Oh. So, okay, I'm telling you, okay. Nowadays, cars are so confusing. There's like handle of the car. I don't know how to open it from the inside. You know what I mean? Like, from the outside, it looks like a handle. But from the inside, it looks like I'm getting kidnapped. Like, where's the button to open the door, you know? So, I felt really embarrassed, right? Because if I ask, I don't want this guy to think I'm stupid as shit. So, I was like, oh, Dad, the door. And he's like, oh, you don't like the door? What do you not like about it? I was like, oh, shit. I'm gonna sound so fucking stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a button in there. But it's like disguised. You know, the button is hidden. So then, if you get kidnapped, you cannot leave the car. Because it is so hidden. The button looks like not a car button. And I was like, look at this door, Dad. And my dad knows me very well. So he's like, oh yeah, the first thing he did was he touched the door handle from inside of the car. And I was like, ah, that's the door handle then, right? And he was like, ah, yeah, the door, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what do you like about the car? And I was like, I don't know, actually. I'm not like really, I can't even drive, but it looks really cool, I think. And he starts pitching it to me. Like, the salesman is starting, like, talking to my dad about how this is such a cool family car. And my dad literally told him, he was like, oh, I mean, the only reason, like, he didn't say it that way, but he says, like, oh, this is not gonna be a family thing because she's not married. Like, I am not married. So why am I looking for a family car, right? Like, my dad is not looking for a car, but if I am looking for a car, it's not gonna be for a family because I don't got one. And he's like, oh, is this like a gift? Like, I was like, a present, blah, blah, blah. Then we have like different colors and this. And as a joke, my dad was like, ah, present? No lah, you buy yourself if you want, blah, blah, blah. You buy yourself. And I was like, I want to go home. And then now this guy knows that I can somewhat purchase the car. And then now he talks to me. Like, at first I want to leave already. And now he's talking to me. He's like, oh, you can buy a car. Oh, we have this system and that system. And did you know that before you crash, you will fly or some shit? I don't even listen. I didn't even hear. He's like, you know the safety system. Let me tell you more about the safety system. So safe. So safe. Like, the car can predict if you're going to crash. So before you crash, the car will fly up to the heavens and then become an airplane. Like, first of all, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, okay? And second of all, I asked you before, why you not ask? And he's like, oh, and then you know, there is this system, there is a package deal. You can have like, you can control the first wheels or you can control both wheels. And I was standing there, I was like, what is bro yapping about? If I have 4 wheels in the car, I want to control all 4 wheels. Right, but it's different. Some cars, it's like 4, that's called AWD. I don't know what that means. I don't drive! I don't drive and I'm not a car person. So this guy was like, yeah, if you want, you can, it's slightly, just a little bit more expensive. It's not, by the way, it's like insanely more expensive. But he's like, slightly more expensive. You can now control all 4 of your wheels. I was standing there and I was like, if I buy the damn fucking car and it comes with 4 fucking wheels, I want to drive all 4 fucking wheels. If I buy a car and I can only drive the first 2 fucking wheels, that's called a bicycle with 2 extra wheels. What are you talking about? That is literally called a bicycle with 2 more wheels. Damn. Yeah, what do you mean? But I cannot ask. And I never did. Because if I ask, then he will think I'm extra stupid. So I left. I was like, oh, I will think about it. And then I left. Chat, what the fuck is the difference? 4-wheel drive is more expensive and has more to brake. But if you have 4 wheels and you can only control 2 wheels, why have 4 wheels? I don't get it! I don't get it. What is the difference? You have foot, root, and out. Explain it to me like I'm 3. Okay, what the hell is foot, root, and out? Yeah. Out is good for snow. People like you are still wife sales. People have their job. If I ever want to buy a car, I will start by getting a driver license first. And then I will ask one of my smarter friends. I have a friend that really is into car modification. I'll ask them to come with me. Because I don't get it. They all look the same to me, man. It's either the car is big or flat or small or it's a van and a truck. They look the same. 2 of the 4 wheels on the car are basically training wheels, so the car can't fall over. 2 wheels only handle while 4 wheels got speed? Huh? Man, fuck cars. Walkable cities are better. Fuck walkable cities, bro. Stay at home. Don't walk. Most cars only have 1 drive wheel. 1 wheel has all the power. Most 4-wheel drive cars actually
FWD's front wheel drive, RWD's rear wheel drive, AWD's all wheel drive.
How do I drive the car if the back wheel doesn't move? I'm assuming front wheel drive means the 2 wheels in the front. Rear wheel drive is the 2 wheel in the back. And all wheel drive is everything. But if it's front wheel drive, then what does the back wheel do? You're so fucking funny. I'm going to jump. Don't tell me this shit's a bit again. This is not common sense, okay? I've never gotten a car before. I've never needed a car. Get a tank. Thanks, Chad. You know what? That'd be sick.
Move. They're just not powered.
The wheels? Huh? One more time. The wheels still move. They're just not powered. Then they don't move. For FWD2 front wheel, a cell. RWD2 back wheel, a cell. AWD all-wheel accel. What is accel? By your definition, a bicycle is a unicycle with an extra wheel. No, bicycle is a bicycle because when you move your legs, right, it has the gears and the gears spin the wheels. That the gears power the wheels to move. You're little. Okay, I'm not gonna ask. Chat. Fuck you. So Michi, when you roll a wheel, it moves. The back wheels get pulled.
The wheel drive means which wheel got
God.
powered from the engine. Rear wheel drive mean the engine spins only the rear wheels.
I am gonna open MS Paint.
Means the engine spins all four wheels.
Maybe the way I say it is bad.
Means the engine spins the front wheels. Engine makes axle turn. If engine is connected to rear axle, it's a rear wheel drive. If engine instead connected to front axle, it's a front wheel drive.
Yeah, but if they are not connected, let's say they're connected to the front, how does the back drive? Here, I'll MS Paint my question, okay? Maybe it'll be easier if I did that. Okay, let's say this is a car, and then we have one wheel here, and then one wheel here, and then one wheel here, yes? Right? If you want to drive down the road, yeah, I give it a window and a door. There, whatever. Fuck it. No doors. So if you want to drive down the the road, it goes like this. Ding! Like that, right? It's like driving forward. So if you want to drive forward, the wheel spins this way.
How you think a bicycle works?
How I think a bicycle works? Okay. So this... Well, this is not a very nice, like, bicycle drawing. Bicycle. Close enough. And then there is a pedal. Okay. So... The pedal spins.
Rear wheel is like bike. You pedal to spin back wheel.
And then there is like this, like a gear here, and then the gear.
Bicycles are only powered using the back wheel. Their rear wheel drive. The front is used to steer only.
Wait, pause. Let me do this first, okay? Let me explain first. My brain died. Wait. Before, baby, let me explain to you how I think it worked. So let's say your foot is here. You move your pedal up like this in this movement, and then it makes the gears move, and then the wheel also do the same movement like this. When you ride a bicycle, the gears only move back wheel. Front wheel spin, no power. Same from front. Pedal make front wheel move. No, in a bicycle, both wheels move though, chat.
Write that down!
Am I stupid? In a bicycle, right? You can't drive a bicycle. Like, if let's say
Hi, Michi. To explain it somewhat simply, in rear wheel drive, the engine only turns the two rear wheels, while the front wheels are spun because the car is moving and is touching the ground. Opposite for the front wheel drive. While all-wheel drive has the engine turn all the wheels. Draw the chain on the bike.
Draw the chain on the bike. Wait, I think I'm understanding. Hold on. Wait. I understand. Wait. Okay, so you're telling me this is bicycle. Like that. Right? And then this is feet thing. So, when I am bicycling, like I move this circle, this thing moves circle. This thing is just like, it looks like this from the side. So, because this moves circle, this also moves circle. Like that. No, I mean like, yeah, that is chain! I'm not... Chat, just because I didn't draw the chain doesn't mean I think I moved the wheels with my brain.
Refers to driving force, aka
I don't know how
the
the
force
chains
to
work!
move the vehicle forward. You are providing a driving force to the rear wheel of a bicycle. The front wheel spins, but you aren't using it to drive the vehicle forward. May just be an ESL issue because drive can have many meanings.
Drive, when I say drive, I mean moving. Like, it moves. You know what I mean? Like if it's a car, chat, right? Like, let's say just use car. I can draw car. So, in a car, you know what I mean? Let's say you have like an engine somewhere in this car. Pick up Jowol's call. Hold on. I swear, I feel like I'm understanding. But you understand the vision? You see what I'm saying, Jowol?
I know why you're confused. I think you don't understand how it's, like, built. Or how the wheel... So... when you can push a bicycle, right? And you can push a car with raw strength without needing the car. So what they're doing is the front two wheels are as if somebody is pushing the car, and the back wheels just follow with the front wheels. So when the front two wheels are pushing, they're like pushing the car forward, and then the back wheels are just following.
That's what I was saying in the chat.
I didn't hear you say that. I was very confused on what you were saying.
That's literally what I said in the bicycle chat. You move the pedal, right? And then you only move the front wheel. And the back wheel move because it's holding onto a pole.
If you were trying to say that, you didn't explain it well because nobody got that. Because I remember hearing you talk about the chain and everyone got confused about the chain.
Yeah, the chain moves. So the pedal, okay, you're pedaling. Fuck, let's not do bike. Let's just say car.
Your bike
you drive
is backwards, homie.
No, you drive the car, right? And then the machine go bup, 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 right? And then it spins the wheels in the front. So it's like moving on its own without needing to like, you don't have to pedaling, right? And the back moves because
you keep saying
it moves.
You move the front wheel, but the chain
like
moves
it's
the
holding.
back wheels.
You keep saying you move the front wheel, but the chain moves the back. No, I move. The chain moves the front. Okay, I move.
On the bicycle, you pedaling on provides power to the rear wheel. The front wheel receives no power but is still capable of rotating.
Yourself?
To go back to cars,
literally,
the real-wheel drive car functions pretty much the same, but with an extra set of wheels.
Because the four wheels are
Wait,
connected.
hold on, Joel.
If it were a RWD car, then only the rear wheels would be spinning. If it were FWD, only the front wheels would spin and AWD spins all.
Wait, okay. So what I'm saying is the pedal moves the gear that moves the wheel, one wheel. And because one wheel is moving, now you are moving, and the other wheel moves because it is not held by the chain. It is moving.
Bikes. Ignore bikes. Think about cars only.
Okay.
You're confusing yourself by thinking about
no more bikes. No more bikes. We don't care about bikes. The point is the car. Right. True. Machine. So the machine gives energy, so then the inside of the wheel moves forward without the pedaling, right? And then because the car is already moving forward, the wheel in the back is like loose.
Yeah,
is it
they're
loose?
still able to roll. It's loose isn't really the right term, but you know how like so basically the way we're able to, push a car, all the wheels can still move, right? As long as it's not like parked or anything like that. As long as the car is not parked, the wheels can still roll.
Yes.
So when the front two wheels are going forward, the wheels in the back are doing the same thing because they're all rotating in motion with each other.
Yes. So it's loose because like it's not like held by anything. If
you understand it, then yes, it's loose.
Like it's like a lift handle, like in the gym when you're like dead weighting, that is the back wheel, and there's just like it's like a little knob is holding onto it. So then if front move, it loose move.
Yeah, that's close enough to being correct. So yes.
Oh my god, dude, all you have to say is that. We gotta use all this car terminology shit. I get that. I understand physics. If you hold a donut on top of a hill, the donut goes downhill because it rolls down. I understand that. I thought. Because, okay, here, let me explain to you why I got
30 minutes of getting fucking lost as shit.
Hear me out.
Like, I knew that all along.
No, I didn't know that until today. Okay, I thought that, in a car, there's like this, like a roof that holds like your wheel.
Me about the car.
Right? Yeah. I thought the wheel was attached to the roof of, no, like, you see my stream?
I'm looking at your drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It's not.
What is it attached to then?
So the car is attached to. Do you know like a? This is gonna sound weird. It's like a robot like a robot skeleton. So think of just like used gym stuff, like a dumbbell, right?
Dumbbell.
And how the weights on the dumbbells can like, if they're too big, they spin around. They're loose, as you said. They're loose, and they spin around that. That's what it's connected to. It's not connected to the actual roof of the car.
Ask Michi how the car. Oh, how do cars? Oh no, cars go up because the engine pedals for you.
Yeah, it's power. I mean, there's a lot more stuff to it. There's like traction and other things, but I'm not a big car person. I'm just telling you how it basically works.
That the energy boosts the car up. That's why when you go uphill, you have to like click the drive, but when you go downhill, you click the brake. Because if you go downhill and you drive, you
feather
down.
the brakes. Yeah. So you don't want to hit dry when you're going downhill because that accelerates. So what you want to do is you want to slow down when going down a hill by what we say is feathering the brakes, where you kind of just like lightly tap on it in case it goes too fast.
Yeah, I'm not. Chat, you should have just told me that the car wheel is not attached to the car. That makes sense. Just why you have to use the
They didn't know that you didn't know that. They didn't know that you thought it was connected to the roof.
I did eventually. I was like, oh shit, that's so cool. I get it now. And then Chat was like, no. I was like, wait, what? I thought I did, but I guess I didn't.
Well,
I understand basic physics. Like, no power equal no motion. I know that. Without force, nothing happens. She's actually just clip farming. Can we ban that guy? You know how many times I've asked a genuine question and Chaz is like, bro, stop clip farming right now. And I just want to jump. I am going to become that back wheel. I will. I'm so done, bro. This is... I know how to practically do it, Chad.
The back wheel. What does that mean? What does that threat mean? That's.
I'm going to just lay there. I will lay there and just move if you move. This is confusing. Listen, I know how to do... You don't need to understand how shit came to be to do the shit you need to do, right? Like, I know how to drive in-game because I see cars.
That's fine. You don't know how things or where they come from or how they work, but you still do them. I'm sure a lot of people in chat don't know how televisions work or computers.
Don't go there, bitch. I don't want to know. They turn on. That's all I care about. Okay, how come they?
That's
I don't know.
Eldritch technology. That was from the Lost Gods era.
7 hip
I don't want to know.
For $3. No, Michi,
that's what if you showed somebody who knows how to make a computer, like
you're making me lose brain cells over here.
I understand physics. What are you saying, Joel?
If you show somebody who doesn't know shit about like a computer, and like a caveman, somebody who knows how to build computer, I feel like they would be like a wizard or a god. So it's similar to that when somebody's trying to explain how a car works. But cars are admittedly a little bit more like simple in terms of the basic concept of it.
You don't have to wait until a caveman. If my PC breaks and all I did was just click the on and off button and it turns back on, I feel like a god. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm like, I am her. I turn off and on. It worked now. Okay.
Hey man, it's little things in life that you gotta look for, huh?
Do you have there's more than 3 drive like RRMR? Fuck you. What is that? No, I don't want to know. I'm never getting a car. Fuck it. I'm never going outside. Fuck you. No. I'm never driving. This shit's confusing.
What if you're in a life or death situation and you have to know how a car works? No, Michi!
You know, every time people ask me that question, it's like, what? Michi! You know, my mom says that too. My mom's like, you need to learn how to drive. Because what if you're in a life or death situation and you can only, like, there's only a car and you need to learn to drive, like, you have to drive that car. Then I die. You just gave me that option. Like, what?
Fine. What if there's a win or nothing scenario where you could win $1 billion?
For what? Driving the car?
Yeah. What if a billionaire was like, I'll give you my entire
back to bicycle.
Collection if you know how to drive.
Of a real bicycle, the pedal is attached to a chained gear.
Oh, back to bicycle.
And then the chain is attached to the back wheel only.
Oh, really?
So bicycle is rear-powered vehicle.
Low key though, the fact that Joel knows that I would rather die, but
okay, Michi,
if it came
now
to
you
money,
need to drive,
now
but
I
this
think
time your mom's life depends on it.
Life or death means nothing. It's about life and money. So listen, obscurity or money, you get so much money if you know how to drive a car, or at least how a car works.
That will never fucking happen though.
Oh yeah? I'll give you my entire fortune right now. Learn if you drive a car.
I will drive a car. I will do it.
Right now.
Yes, right now.
Go drive it right now.
Yeah, I will drive a car right now.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'll give you Chat's entire fortune if you learn how a car works.
That might take some time. Here's the thing, right?
It's okay.
Driving a car doesn't mean you have to drive it well. You just have to drive it. It's not that hard, bro. Turn it on. You put the key inside the hole. You turn the key.
What are you, a fucking genie? I have to write down like descriptors of everything for you?
Yes, actually, the clauses matter. Okay. How to drive a car is simple. You enter the car where the wheel is. You sit on the chair. You put the key in the keyhole, and then you spin it to the right, not the left.
You have to learn how the car works. Drive the car.
No, you do not.
Get a
you go into the car.
License,
well, that's a lot of shit.
One to a store and not have the loved one shit themselves.
Talking about right now and money. You know how to drive a car. You go into the car. You put the key. You turn it around, and then the pedal on the right go on the left bed. You already made the deal. You cannot change it after you already made a deal. That is called the gentleman code, Jowol.
Grand Theft Auto.
What proof do you have? You only
Indonesia.
have word of mouth. It's not like there's any witnesses here that heard that.
Exactly. That's why I
nobody
never
would
end
believe you.
stream. Haha, don't forget to sub for non-. I'm kidding. No one
Wait, you're
will
streaming?
believe what you are claiming.
You were streaming?
Uh-oh. I almost... Uh-oh.
I'm gonna fucking go.
You're streaming. Stop fighting! Thank you. See, I understood that. But also, driving a car is easy. What's not easy is making sure that everyone around you stays safe while you're driving the car. That's why I don't drive a car. Because I need a driver's license to make sure that I know that the people around me is not gonna die when I drive the car. But if you're telling me, Michi, drive a car right now, yes, I can drive a car. It's like riding a bike. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is, with a bike, you probably can, like, hit the guy. But with a car, you can kill a guy. So that's why it's dangerous. So, yeah. That's how I see it.